Welcome to Confession Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad to be here. I hope you are happy this afternoon. Have you had your lunch? What did you have for lunch? Anyways, if I tell you what I had for my own lunch here, you'll not believe it. I took breakfast in the place of lunch because I held coffee in my flask and I brought it to the office here and I couldn't take it since when I did. So just a little break and I started sipping on coffee. Anyways, there's never a right time to take coffee. It's not always in the morning. Anytime you can take it for those who understand the coffee drill. So many coffee lovers around, right? Okay, yes, today is our Confession Tuesday and you can join me on our YouTube page or our Facebook page that is Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja and stream along and drop your confessions there in case you want to. You can drop a voice note in case you don't want anybody to, code, or you just want to do it that way to make it faster since you can get across the phone or the WhatsApp. Please feel free to do so. But basically, our confession is all about, Confession Tuesday is all about you. It's about the things you want to get off your chest. It's about the things you want to just say so you feel free. They don't always have to be bad things, but if they are good, bad, ugly, anyone, just talk with me and to me, right? That's the drill of this very segment, letting things off our chest that we've been holding on for too long. Maybe we just need somebody to talk with or to talk to listen to us and get it over with. Okay, you can remain anonymous if it's too heavy to call your name or you don't want anyone to code that it's you, right? Like I said, record a voice note or just simply send me a message on 080999 30137. You can also dial 08095974869 0700 951 0000. Okay, so please feel free, call in, send messages, send your voice notes, but it's Confession Tuesday. Let's make the most of the time we have. Right now it's 19 minutes past 2, and I'd love for us to get it started right away. In case you have any confession, please reach out, or you can type it on the Facebook page, or you can just drop your messages for me on YouTube, and I'll be glad to read from you this afternoon. So, confession is officially open. Feel free to call the numbers, and let's get talking. Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello?
To you, the beautiful Swat on the MIC.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Of Nigeria Info, Abuja. Yeah, my name is Prince Uchen Abido. I'm calling you from Paradise Estate Life Camp in Abuja.
Okay, welcome, Prince.
I want to make this confession on behalf of my brother. You understand?
Okay.
He happens to get a job in one of the biggest hotels in Abuja about 7 years ago.
Okay.
About 7 or 8 years ago. And then he wrote WAEC and he just finished WAEC. And when he was at home preparing for JAM, so my elder sister called one of the people that work in that hotel. The man then was a senior staff in that hotel. So my elder sister called the man and told him that her younger brother just finished WAEC, secondary school, WAEC, and is preparing to write JAM, but he's at home for now, doing nothing. So that if there is any vacancy, even as a junior staff or maybe a casual or whatever, that he should just, because the man that my elder sister called is also our member in the church. We attend the same church. Are you getting me? So then now, just 1 week after my elder sister called the man now called back my elder sister and said, there's not vacancy, but they are taking people for this like casual, you understand?
Yeah, casual
workers. They take you like casual, and then maybe if you have a good conduct at work and all that, they can have permanent you and all that. So my sister now called my brother. He went to the hotel, and luckily he was among the 30 people that we are taking for casual and taking him as casual, you understand? So we did that work, and as casual, you are not going to write any application form, nothing. They just come, they take you, and the way they take you, if you do well, the next day when they can sack you, you understand? So he was working there. They were 30 that we are employed as casual. So why pending on good conduct at work, maybe they will have permanent them. So according to my younger brother, he said why they were working, he was put in the housekeeping department. So, and he says some people were sacked because they were not behaving well at work. So when they come, the reason of the next day, because of their behavior, so I noticed for some few times they were not sacked. But as God may have it, he was retained after 3 months. He was permanent as a junior staff. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So after that 3 months, he was sitting as a junior staff under the housekeeping department.
Yeah.
So my brother was still faithful doing the work and all that. So very active at workplace, very humble and all that. A young guy, like 17 years old or 18 years by then. So one day, one fateful day, my younger brother said he came to work. He went to one of the guest rooms in that hotel to go and clean the house because the room. Because normally what he does is that anytime any guest check out of the room, you understand?
Yes.
He will go and mop, clean and arrange the bed and everything for another guest to check in, you understand? So he said he went to one of the guest rooms one morning as he was about to clean. As he opened the door, on the bed, he saw a wallet on top of the bed and he curiously went and took the wallet and opened it. He said according to him, the money he saw in that wallet was a note up to 100,000 naira, you understand? Nigerian currency, 100,000. So he said he quickly zipped the wallet and he left the money on that bed. They went and called their manager, you understand? The manager that is in charge of their department.
Yeah.
You understand? And he now said the manager now came to the room. And now to the manager, I'm about to clean this room, and I saw this wallet on top of this bed.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to touch it because I don't know the owner. Maybe probably the person that checked out that forgot it. So the manager was shocked. The young guy at that point, that would have went away with that money, nobody will know. The manager now took the money, took the wallet, counted it, counted the money inside the wallet, it was 100,000. So the manager now took the money to the department where they used to keep things at copy.
Yeah.
So the manager was so happy for my younger brother. He praised him and all that. So what happened was that, the hotel that my brother that is working then is an intercontinental hotel, and the owners of those hotels are white men. So, and they, according to the rules, they usually come to the hotel every 10-15 years to come and visit. So luckily for my younger brother, that very particular year was the year the owners came, the white people that own the hotel. When they came, they now called the branch manager of the hotel. They now told him that they wanted 5 people to come and work in their branch in Dubai. Are you getting me? Their branch, 5 people from their particular this Abuja branch.
Yeah.
So the manager looked and then I gave the manager the condition of the 5 people that will come.
Meals made with love. Served with smiles and a chilled, refreshing bottle of Pepsi. But that's not all, guys. Each Right is here with...
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Hi everyone, my name is Swat. That's the name my father gave me, but you can always call me Her Vocal Majesty. I'm the host of The Sunny Side on 95.1 Nigeria Info. It takes place every weekday, noon to 3 p.m., where we get to have all the lovely contemporary conversations. If your days are normally long and gloomy, well, not anymore, because I'm here to make it all bright and sunny for you. So join me. It's an invitation. You don't want to miss out.
This is Nigeria Info.
The owners of the hotel, the white guys,
They wanted people to go to Dubai.
They told the manager that look at the condition of the people that will follow them to their country. Are you getting me?
Yes.
They say one, they must be unmarried. There must be young boys or girls not married because they are going to spend so many years in that country, working there. So they don't want people that are married that they will travel abroad. They're talking about their husband is calling them at home or wife.
Okay.
So they want young boys or girls. Then secondly, they must be God-fearing, hard-working, discipline, and all that. So immediately they make mention of these qualities. The manager, they dragged my brother's department manager now because already has reported the case to the manager. What my brother did. So my brother was the first person that was presented to that white people, the owners of the hotel, that this is the young man. They told the white people what my brother did. They were so happy. And before other 4 people were now selected.
Yeah.
As I'm talking to you now, my brother is in abroad for over 7 years now. He has done a lot. He has built a house. He has bought a car. He has married. He's schooling over there. He has done so much. Imagine if you are taking that 100,000, because you'll be in Nigeria, you'll be suffering. So I just want to tell people that to do good is good, and God will always favor you greater.
Is he still working with the hotel? Oh, okay. Beautiful, beautiful story. I really like that. It just goes to demonstrate the fact that sometimes you could be tempted with so little, and you will just close the door to the many more or the much more that will come in. I know of people who murdered their bosses or murdered a benefactor because of as little as 40,000 naira. Do you understand? I know of people who have had to steal as little as 20,000 and ran away. And then they blocked the chances of making 20 million. Had it been, they just chose to remain faithful. And that's why I keep telling people, please, don't cheat people. Don't cheat people. It doesn't help you. You only destroy your life in the process. Because imagine you take 100,000. I mean, at that point in time, sure, he had needs. He wanted to do a whole lot. But discipline and common sense and self-restraint came calling and knocking on his door. And thankfully, he listened. And he submitted that. Now imagine the doors that opened up because of one singular act of returning 100,000 naira. So that's why you don't have to. You're working with someone who is trying to take you through the process, is trying to help you make connections. Stay on, be patient. Don't steal your employer's money or don't steal a benefactor's money and run away. The money will finish in a matter of weeks. Even if it's so much, in a matter of months, it's done and dusted. And the truth is, you will not even see any meaningful thing that you have done with money that you cheated somebody. Now he returned 100,000, doors have been opened, and millions have come in, and his life has improved. I think it's a story worth emulating and worth provoking our thoughts into remaining faithful and being honest and straight up, because it just might be a test from God to help you move you to the next level. But if you fail yourself, you fail your unborn generation, you fail everything, that has to do with yourself. So thank you so much for that confession. Let's move on to other ones. Hello, good afternoon. Are you there? Okay, I have a message here that I got, and it says, my husband and I, okay? My husband, why am I saying husband? This Yoruba people, they're affecting my accent. Okay, my husband and I have been trying for a baby for over 2 years. And then one day he finally admitted to me that he wanted to tell me or wanted to confess something to me. And then he told me that he had had a vasectomy in the past and never told me. Swat, how can a marriage survive when all I wanted was a family and he was not being truthful to me right from the beginning? Why did he make me stay this long and pretended all along as though he actually wanted a baby or could actually give me a baby, only for him to tell me this at this point in time? What do I do? Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's a case of deception, a case of serious deception. I can imagine how much of a betrayal that would come to you of as. Please, people, we need to learn to be truthful to each other. There are people who, if you tell them you cannot have babies, some people, for them, it's not children. They're just looking for, friendship. They're looking for companionship. They're looking for connection to make things happen, to fulfill purpose in life. For some people, marriage is not a priority. I mean, children are not a priority. I'm not saying this, I have a first cousin. I'm talking of my first cousin. She and her husband, they do not want to have kids. Not because any of them has any issues. It's just a decision they made. And they're living their lives and they're fulfilling their purposes in different areas of their life, making things happen. And they are happy, completely happy. So there are too many people that I know like that. And it's real that it's not everybody that wants a kid. But if someone tells you that, I want a child, and you have discovered that there are little issues here and there with conception, fertility, because you know it. Maybe whether it's, most of the time it's not somebody's making. You just probably discovered when you went for a checkup, or you had an accident, or something happened, and you were told by the doctors you are unable to conceive because of this and this. If you meet a partner who is interested in you and wants to marry you and also voice out the desire to have children, the least you can do is be open about these things. There are people who can decide, well, I want you and you're more important to me than the quest for having children. Or I can marry you and we can adopt. Or we can find alternative ways of having children. There are too many options right now open in a technology-driven age that we live in to want to hide those kind of very important facts from someone. You marry somebody, you people are trying, you're following together, you're saying, I want to have, and then one day you say you want to confess you had a vasectomy. Okay, that's deception of the highest order. It's deception of the highest order. After 2 years, no, it's not right. There are things that people should take responsibility for right from beginning. If this person says no to you, another person can come in. I know of someone who said, I have HIV, and the partner said, I don't care. I want to still be with you. And they're married and happily so today. And that person remains uninfected, and they have children that are not infected by HIV. We live in a technology-driven age. Whatever you want can be possible, So if you had a vasectomy, why didn't you tell her? Now she's hurt. Now she is feeling very bad about the whole thing. So you need to make up your mind, okay? You need to make up your mind as to what it is. I don't blame you, whatever step you want to take or decision you want to take, because anything, even under the law, any marriage, anything that is contracted out of deception is null and void, okay? You tell me you're well able, and then later on you come and turn around, or I discover, that amounts to null and void. So whatever decision you take, I think is up to you. If you choose to forgive, then forgive. I don't know if vasectomy is reversed or it is, because I know that there is one that is temporary and there's one that is permanent. So just think very hard, pray hard, and let God direct your path. Let your heart also lead you into taking the right decision with regards to this, because it obviously looks like you both wanted a baby, but unfortunately, that has to be the situation right now as it is. And I'm really sorry to hear that. Okay, let's see. Do we have a message here? You're suffering from Yoruba influence, shamaniasis. Of course, we know. Caller from Kuba, and Nami, you two are Yoruba now, so we're all part of it. We're all one body. Good afternoon, Swat. Please, your engineers should check out what is happening to your sound. I'm hearing an offensive noise from your background. Stanley from Etihad. Yes, earlier on we checked that, and I guess right now it's back to normal. Sorry about that, right? Okay. Good afternoon, Swat. I think, okay, this is from earlier on. Let's take another call. Hello. Okay, sorry about that. Like I said, drop voice notes, leave a message to me on WhatsApp, and I'll get to read that as we move on Confession Tuesdays, 2:35 right now. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Brother.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Yeah, my greetings to all of our Nigerian Info family. For this program, I would like to remain anonymous.
Okay.
I'm one of your silent listeners.
Okay.
So I want to make a confession.
Okay.
And last year, at about around May, I actually got a financial favor from somebody I never expected. It's from a far different country. So I actually got it. So it was actually about 100,000 naira. So with that, because I had no capacity to be able to hold that, it just zeroed down to the level I could be able to hold. So I was just thinking, like, how come? How was I able to finish up to 100,000 naira in just a few weeks? So because I had no level of knowledge or capacity to be able to handle that financial favor, it just left in the air. So one of the reasons person, or whatever you are praying for, God give me this. I don't know, other people will be saying, God give me this, God give me this. So God will be like saying, are you able, do you have the capacity to hold what I'm giving you? So the lesson is that before you pray for something, make sure you have the capacity to hold it. If not, it will come and disappear. So I charge all of us that whatever we have, so from that year, I learned to manage whatever comes my way, every single cover, not only to minds or but to just manage whatever God deposits in your hand, even relationship. You know, you can just play around with relationships before you know you are left alone.
Okay.
So more than that, yes, more than that.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello. Hello. All right. Thank you. Good afternoon, Swat. My wife constantly denies me, especially whenever I needed it the most. She's tired, or most of the time she's tired or not in the mood, and I have to talk to her about it on several occasions, and she always says sorry. I'm beginning to high other girls. Is it high other girls, especially those with big, front? Can I look outside and stop disturbing my wife for intimacy? Because I feel bad anytime my wife says no to me. Okay. I often hear this sort of thing happening in homes, A wife always saying no. Before you step out, okay? It's not the best. But just before you do that, please, let me just say something to you. Marriage is something that both people need to work. So, for example, it gets a bit tiring and selfish if a man is allowed to be the one who is always taking care of the bill, even though he makes him feel okay, it makes him feel in charge when he does that. And women are advised to allow their husbands to do that. But your place as a woman is to be a helper, to come in when he is beginning to be tired, to hold his hands and support him. That way it becomes a sort of partnership, and it is easier for both sides. Okay? So it's the same thing with the woman too. Yeah, most times, women are at the forefront of homemaking, taking care of the kids and stuff like that. And sometimes you don't know how overbearing it becomes for them, especially if they do not get help. A husband and wife are helpmates to each other. Somehow we step in to support each other. That's where the word partnership comes in, that people step in for each other. Okay, so imagine if frustration begins to come in because you don't get the needed help, you don't get the needed support, you don't, emotionally and otherwise. People begin to exhibit some certain kind of traits that are not natural with them, right? So if someone is going through the motion of something, the best way is to have a conversation about it and say, okay, this is what I've noticed. This is how your attitude or your attitude is affecting me. I'm beginning to feel not close to you because of this and that and that. Is there anything I need to know? Why have you changed? Open a line of conversation. Talk extensively. Ask questions. Be inquisitive with a view to helping your partner get or, become the best version of themselves, rather than just running and wanting to get it from outside. She might be going through something that she's not being able to tell you. Maybe, and women go through with from the childbirth to the monthly flows to a lot of things that they might not necessarily talk to you, which may affect their ability or their yieldedness to you in the other room. So, sir, can you kindly find out how you can help her to know what exactly is the problem and go all the way, all the length to see how you're able to help her overcome this thing so that she becomes more relaxed and more yielding, rather than the next thing you want to step out. As you step out like that too, people do it a lot, but the truth is it comes with a lot of consequences, I hear people say polygamous. Even polygamy, I always say polygamy is having wives and not keeping people outside. There's no religion, no matter how much it supports, more than one wife. In polygamy, go marry and keep a home, and then you are given the license to carry on as married couples and not outside of your home. So when you do that, you expose yourself to a whole lot of things. So don't just say, do I go outside and all of that? You might be doing it, but the kind of generational, unfortunate things that you be bringing into your home, the kind of exposure that you're exposing your home to. So think about it, have that dialogue, see how you can help, and just be caring enough, maybe some emotional detachment. It could be a lot of factors, but please make an attempt rather than just concentrating, she's saying no, and that's enough for you to step out. All right, so that's much I can say for that. I hope that helps somehow. Let's see, this one says, great job, Swat. Afternoon, everyone. Hey, Upset, good afternoon to you. Good to hear from you. Sometimes back, this is another one here from, I think, Anonymous. Tahir said, sometimes back, I was driving a bike past this FCT College of Education. A number of commuters were standing by the roadside waiting to board a taxi to their various places of endeavor. So this young lady waved at me. I had to stop to give her a lift. I was driving super fast that day because I was supposed to meet a client in the office. Unfortunately, my bike's tire entered one of the potholes and immediately deflated. I struggled to control the bike, but couldn't. The bike plunged her to the side of the road and I slid down along with the bike. Lucky for me, there was no oncoming vehicle, so I immediately stood up and pushed the bike off the road. She got injured and was in pain. Some persons came and assisted with taking her to the nearest hospital while I had to push my bike for about 2 kilometers to fix it. I did collect her phone number so I could follow up with her, which I did. I did sustain a badge by the side of my buttocks and was also in pain. When I called her the next day to ask how she was doing, she wanted to know where I stay. I told her and she was like, my place isn't so far from her place, so I couldn't even go see her. I told her not to worry, that I would find time to go and see her when I'm less busy. I did let her know that I was also in pain. Frankly, that period I had to stay at home just so that the abrasion I sustained can dry up, because frequent friction with the cloth I wear was always disturbing the healing process and it was producing water, so I couldn't go to see her as promised. Since then, I've been feeling guilty and would like to apologize to her, should in case she might be listening to your show. All right, Tahir, thank you so much for that. I hope she's listening and hope she knows you're truly sorry. Okay. I have a couple of voice notes here. Let's quickly speed up this so that we can take as much as we can before we go. Somebody's here.
Good afternoon. I'm happy to be part of this program, this best program I love partaking in. So the last time I called, my name is Isidore. Good afternoon, listeners. Good afternoon, my friend over there. So, I love this program, Official Times. There is when you have listened to it before, that your head was wearing, that is when your heart down. That's how it goes with justice from your heart. It's a way of relief, especially to me, though. Yeah, there's an incident that happened. I called earlier, that was last 2 weeks, last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks. In the supermarket that there was, the 70,000 was reversed. So this one is quite far from the reverse of the thing. This has to do with the pastor in the church. So something happened, and I've been wearing this for a very long time now. So I never knew it has any affection for me. So probably now the train passed, then I wasn't grabbing it. So let me just cut the whole story short. Yes. So one fateful day, his wife lost his father, her father. Then he invited a lot of church members, and this one invited me and looking for him. I was traveling down home then. I said, oh, boom. But with one mind was playing mind, I go, this is my pastor in the church, and obviously I wasn't expecting that. This is who we see as the next God, permitted to use that word. Like, I know they are human, but I never thought that would happen. Probably be have an affection for me. So I'm the least that I could imagine that. Yeah, but I don't really know what really came over him. Then he invited me. I went. I will not mention the person in the village. Probably just my thoughts, to understand where the person is from, So I just followed. I went there. So he took an note out for me. With one mind, I even thought that's how I've been looking for other church members. So with one mind, it's on 2 chairs, and before I said, thank you, sir, no places are. Then, so let me just go the whole thing. Then I came in very late. Then, what really happened? In the middle of the night, I just heard this knock at my hotel job. Around 1 o'clock. I wasn't even expecting anyone. I was like, so when I said, who is it? He now said, him. I said, I think my daddy. What's my daddy looking for? Maybe you want to do the shepherd role, like probably to know if the invitees are doing nicely. But I was like, I was a little bit worried. I think around the middle of the night. With all my mind, I opened the door. And it wasn't what I was expecting from him, though. Then I said I should keep the spiritual talk. Step aside. I have been behind me, I've been giving me this, I've been this. I'm not grabbing it. That is the only way you could express it so that he likes me. And I know he's married. I'm supposed to be married. I know, thank God you know I'm married, but I just have to. So, with the whole thing, that someone called Daddy, this daddy thing, Daddy and daughter's thing, it's not even helping. So the next thing is already naked. To be honest, I was like, God. My mind was like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, God, how am I going to comprehend the whole thing? God, what am I going to do? He said, anyhow I'm going to do it, I just have to make him okay. I said, God, which kind of wallet is this? I was standing out rapping through my head. I said, was it the reason why I was being invited or how? So when I said, okay, sorry, I'm driving, I'm a little bit skipping, I'm just trying to, it's like, So the whole thing, I could not allow him to have way to do whatever he wanted to, but to be honest, he tried, I saw his nakedness, he saw mine. He asked me to, I'm not saying, to be honest, I don't need to hide anything at this point in time. He has said I should make him okay without anything. I just have to do it to save my head. So ever since then, I left the church because I could not raise. This is the wife I saw every day and come on me. See, this is just the confession. If he's listening now, I'm still wearing this huge thing. It's really affecting me. Anytime I see his wife, I could not meet his wife and tell him. I'm just like, am I going to die with this? But then, let me just say it here. Maybe probably is them. If I cannot say the code though, but nevertheless, I just need to ease my heart for this point in time. So this I just need to push my heart. I might be skipping because I'm driving. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Thank you for confessing. All right. This one said, Swat, I'm so happy that you are infected with Yoruba accentology. It shall be permanent. You're not serious, Daddy. It shall not be any permanent. I don't have accentology. Right, quickly, let's see. This is a minute plus.
Hello, Swat. Good afternoon. My name is Esosa, and I'm from Lugbe. I am particularly interested in that woman that called in yesterday afternoon that was talking about her and her husband not being married, even though they are still married and living in the same house. I think that was actually a confession in a way. And I would like when your therapist or when the therapist come in tomorrow to talk about that woman's case and see how you can help her in a way, because I believe the woman in a way wants to retain that marriage, and I'm sure her husband will still want to do that. That's why they're still living together. Otherwise, they would have gone their separate ways. I would really like that marriage to come back working together, come back working, because it's not a good thing to actually get married and get broken up and having the children go this way and that way. I would really want that marriage to come back together. And please, can you help us do that? Thank you very much.
Okay. So if the woman is listening to me, I would love for her to reconnect to me. Let me see. I have 2 minutes to go. Quickly, let me take this call. Hello.
Hello, Swat.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Yeah, this is MD Yusuf.
Okay, MD, please. Hey, MD, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. They reach out to me. I want to say, may the Lord bless you. By next week, I'll be praying for my mother's prayer on Wednesday. So you guys should put me in prayer and success.
Okay.
I want to appreciate the family. Thank you very much for all the common love. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you, MD. Thank you so much. That's MD. MD lost his mom. Remember, I told you guys if you are opportune to please call him and commiserate with him over the loss of his mom. And he's thanking all those who reached out. So if you still are interested in calling him and saying, some kind words to him over the loss of his mom, please just let me know. I'll send you his number. And to the woman who called yesterday, recontact me or reconnect with me. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. Let's see how we're able to pick up that case. And as God helps us, we will see how we're able to also help in our own little way. Okay, we have a quick commercial to play. Then I'll take on the last confessions we have before I go today. It's Confession Tuesday right here on 95.1 Nigeria Info. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me.
In the comfort of your home, on your way to work, in the midst of your daily activities. Your Let's Talk station is here to keep you informed. Only on your number one for talk, 95.1 Nigeria Info. Let's Talk.
Let's talk. This is Nigeria Info.